Okay, I'm back. It's been a fucking while. It's been at least a week. It's not that late at night right now. It's like 1:30, but I've just been super fucking busy this week. I've had exams, I got back from spring break. I had some more midterms, some quizzes. Oh shit. Speaking of quizzes, I just realized I didn't do two of my fucking quizzes for psych. Oh, fuck me. That's okay though. I have an A in the class. Oh, that's so funny though that I didn't do them. Cuz I went to a party, didn't drink cuz drinking sucks. I drove my friend cuz he knew some people from his program and they invited him, and I just got back from dropping this drunk chick off at some guy's house. It's like 3 houses away from mine. But then I dropped the other guys back off at their places, and yeah. I was dealing last night. I was dealing with one of my. I mean, it's not even like my friend, but it's this kid I know, and he just went through a breakup, and his mental health was not good, and so I talked to him for like 2 hours, and it was just too late for me to do it that night. And I went downstate last weekend. Actually, I don't think I've recorded anything since before that. It's been at least a week. And fuck, I'm looking to buy Gran Turismo 7 too. I was just thinking about that, and I'm pissed that I missed the site quizzes because there were two of them. And that's okay though. That's okay. Worse things have happened. So I wanted to. I guess I'll start off with the mental health because I wasn't gonna get into it, but yeah, it was just like this like I don't know. It's something that I've been through personally, and I've got friends that have been through it, like a breakup, and it's just like, there's all the dynamics of like your validation from women and people telling you how you can fix yourself and being too hard on yourself and trying too much all at once to fix yourself, and especially when you break up with somebody and you want them back in the future and they like kind of lead you on and tell you that like it could work in the future, like that's just bullshit. Like you have to cut it off yourself at that point, and that's hard to do, and all that stuff's hard to do, and it's a lot to think about, and it was all that looped into one thing, and it's just really sad to me because that stuff doesn't get taken seriously in my Discord. This kid doesn't join the Discord a whole lot, and a lot of the people just left, and they didn't like want to sit there and talk and say anything because it's like it is hard when you haven't been through any of that stuff. These kids, like, they take it for granted. I say kids, they're like my age, but they have like a loving family and like a big fucking house, and they get like shit paid for, and the kid that I'm talking to, he watched his dad OD when he was like 8, and they just don't understand that type of stuff. Like, they don't understand death. I don't understand death. I told them, like, the only reason I can give advice about this stuff, and the other one of my friends that stayed, was because we've been through similar situations and helped people in the same situation, in the same way. And so I told him, I was like, I couldn't give you any advice about death. I wouldn't know what to say. It's just, so I get why they can't say anything, but it's just shit. It's just shitty that nobody takes anybody's mental health like that seriously. Like, it's not that hard to just care. It really isn't. Anyways, yeah, so I guess the first thing I wrote down was from like the car ride I took. Shit, must have been Friday. Yeah, a whole fucking over a week ago. Because I drove my sister because she was upstate, and I drove her back down so that she could, make her way back to college. Sorry, I'm very tired, and it was very fucking cold out there, like negative something. And we talked the whole way, pretty much like 2 hours roughly, but there's no connection. It's like I don't have that connection with like either of my parents, and I just don't have that connection with her. I just wanted to like make a note of this, that there was like about a 5 or 6 year gap where I really didn't talk to my sister at all, and I don't know her, and I can't like we're similar, we are similar, and I know we're both cool people, but I can't keep trying to force these connections that just don't exist. We did talk about like how people are like NPCs and stuff like that, and I don't think she is. She doesn't give me that energy, but it's just, yeah, we're very different and we don't know each other, so it's hard to get to know each other now. And it's just weird because, yeah, we're siblings, and it's like that's supposed to be just something like that just happens. Like, you're just supposed to know each other. You're supposed to be close with your sibling. Like, we're not mean to each other. I mean, we were, but it was just because like stuff was fucked up. But yeah, I had this dream too, shortly after, I wrote down, "Come on, brain, play the one where I'm with her," because I love that meme. It's very sad. It wasn't that sad, but it was. I said went a while without talking to her as a teen. Oh, I skipped the fucking. Sorry, I'm reading my notes. Yeah, when I was a teen, I went a while without talking to my sister. That's what I said. Okay. Dream of a girl. Yeah, so we'd like just started hanging out, and it was really great. And it was one of the girls I have a crush on. I don't go into detail. And I was like saying stuff like I was talking like she was my girlfriend, or like she was going to be. I said like when we date or when she's my girlfriend or whatever, like in some sort of context. And she brought it up in my dream, but I wasn't sure that I wanted to date her. And I think it kind of hurt her, and it felt off because like we were really really incredibly happy. It was like our first couple times hanging out, and it was just I felt really happy, but also sad. Like it felt too good, and I think it felt like I was using her or didn't actually like her and knew I was like sort of hurting her. Like it just kind of sucked. Like I think that I wanted to like her so bad, like I wanted to have a connection just in the dream with her, like so bad, and it hurt that I didn't, and that's why it was just like a really melancholy, sad feeling. But then I had the presentation on Tuesday. Boring article, nobody cares. Boring articles, actually. We ended up getting 100%. I got a little bit more than I wrote down in my notes to talk about with that, but it was really good. I just sometimes I wonder if we're like learning when we're talking about all this stuff, or if it's better just like shut the fuck up and read. Like it's shit we already know. With like the Thursday topic, I love the guys that presented on the Thursday topic, but it was just it was about like seeds, like seed patents, like actual seed patents, because seeds have individual DNA that these companies are patenting, but it's like fucked up companies. Montezo, Montero, no, not Montero, but that's like fucking Lil Nas X. But it's a company, they produced like Agent Orange during Vietnam, and they're just like the shit in their pesticides is really bad for crops, and they're like suing some German people who reverse engineered their sample and like let it loose in California on accident, and it's just like it flies through the air. It's just bad shit, giving people cancer. But the questions they're asking, it's like, what should the U.S. do to like, what should the government do to stop them from doing this? It's like, these are just loaded questions. Like, the answer for all the questions is like obvious. It's like, oh, they should do this. They should like put more sanctions on them. They should stop them from doing this. But realistically, they can't, because that's how it works. These guys have money. They're smart and prepared to spend millions on any kind of lawsuit that comes their way, and the U.S. government can't touch them because they're that big, and that's just how the world works, and you can't do anything about it. There's no point in trying to come up with an idea to do something about it. You just have to suck it up and accept it. Like, that's literally it. There's nothing else to it. Nothing else to any of the questions. You know what you do? You suck it up and accept it. And yeah, I don't know. But my presentation went great. Like, we got 100%. I'm such an idiot, right? Like, I don't know if I want to talk. I know I've said this a bajillion times. I don't know if I want to talk to this girl like now or wait until after we are done with class. But we have another project together, and I was going to ask her to work on. I think we might have 2 more projects together, because we have like a group thing coming up, and I'll be like, hey, you want to be in a group again? But I was going to slide in her DMs. But then over our grade, because I saw we got 100%. But she did to me, and she's like, hey, we got 100%. Like, nice job. And she's like, sent me a big paragraph. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like I was such a mess that day. And like, because she had her exam, and she's like a little late, which she told me she was going to be, and emailed her teacher. Like, we were all prepared, and everything went fine. It went great. And we got 100%. Like, who fucking cares? And, I was just super slick with it, because I think I sort of carried the whole day, the whole thing. And I just talk. Like, it's easy for me to just talk about, like, I don't know, like, pretend I know, pretend I care. But I liked talking. It was about online school, online learning, and it was easy. But I gassed her up, and it was just very smooth with it, slick with it. And, yeah, our teacher said we should have made them read both of the articles, but it's like, I mean, you should have. It pisses me off that she didn't just tell us to do that originally, because she didn't say that, like, we got less points or, like, it was worse because of that, but she's like, I actually wish I'd, like, had you guys, like, force the class to read both the articles, because they're fucking great. That type of thing. Yeah, I've thought more about my confidence. I know I keep talking about like body confidence and like mental and emotional confidence and all that stuff, like doing your own thing and not caring. I definitely am not confident in my body fully. I realized that talking to my friend last night, that was a big thing. We talked a little bit about the gym and girls, like physicality comes up, like your physical body. And to love yourself, you have to accept that you're not going to be perfect, and you got to like accept your flaws and all of that, and accept that there's always going to be something you want to work on, whether that's physically, mentally, or emotionally. And for me, it's always going to be like physically, I think, and it's hard to accept that. But that was just something I thought about. Yeah, like I sometimes say that I like my body, and I know I know I'm strong. I'm really confident in my strength and stuff, but I just like physically, I really can't tell. And I guess that's came across when I talk about body dysmorphia and like not being able to tell what I look like. I guess it comes across that I'm not really confident. But yeah, I just figured I'd clarify that, And I was thinking about like if I did do my own thing on like TikTok or YouTube, like with my real personality, I'd probably have a lot of haters. I was watching this guy on TikTok, a couple different people on TikTok, like the people who have good real personalities always have haters, because like you actually can't please anybody or everybody, no matter what you do. And even if you try to, you're still going to have haters. But, these people have a lot more haters because they make it clear that they don't give a fuck. And they want the haters to, suffer, essentially. Like, yeah, you suck. You're just mad because you're not as good as me. Which is true. Like, you're mad you're not as strong as me. Or, like, you're just a piece of shit. Like, being cranky online. Like, you're a pussy. And, yeah, that'll get you more haters. But I think, I don't know. I think I could be a good personality like that, yeah. Although, so I was thinking, too, when it came to, like, the Thursday discussion, like, my discussion, I use a little bit of my own personality, It's not like you introduce a lot of your personality when you're presenting something to class. But Thursday, I didn't even have the energy to pretend to care about that shit and answer the guys' questions. And, like, I just sometimes realize I don't have energy to talk to people all the time. I think that's normal, like a social battery. But mine's, like, it might be days, it might be days where I don't hang out with people. Like tonight, I talked to a fuck ton of people. And it was great, actually. I was dead sober. And these guys are fine. Like, I showed interest because I was interested. Like, a lot of us knew the same people, we're from the same area, whoop-de-fucking-do. You hang out with people in the same area as you. You're from the same area, but, spring breaks are different, and we're all going to different schools, so it was kind of a coincidence. And we never met before. We're not technically from the same area from, like, high school era age, so, yeah. But when I don't have the energy to talk to people, I just, like, I feel bad at the gym, like, I don't have the energy to always say hi to, like, the people there. Like, there's some nice people, but, yeah. I guess I pretty much covered everything I want to talk about, like, with mental health and stuff. I don't want to go too far into that because I could make a whole video, and I needed to get it out of my system a little bit because it was a lot hearing what the kid I talked to is going through, and I empathize with him a lot because I've been through the exact same thing multiple times, and I've been on the side, like the receiving side, like the one actually going through it, and I've been like the friend there helping. Like, it's rough. But yeah, other than that, I absolutely destroyed my legs today. Fantastic leg day. And I need to get some food. I was thinking about what tattoos I want to get. I know I want to get something with like a skull, dagger, snake, rose type thing on my right quad. That's the only thing I've decided on so far. I want chest tats and back tats and arm tats, but the order will probably be leg, then like forearm / upper arm, and then after that I'm not too sure. I'll do probably at least 2 to 3 on my arms, like total, maybe 1 on one arm, 2 on the other, and then I'll get into like chest and back if I really need to. But that's a long ways off. That's probably summertime. And I thought about shaving my head too. I really had the urge to shave my head. I've been growing my hair out for 7 months now, and my hair grows really fast. I shaved my head 7 months ago, but I've always had really long hair, really thick, nice Italian hair, and I got a nice flow. It's great right now. It's just, man, fuck, I want to look good buzzed. I want to grow it out, and if I like it during the summer, I want to keep it, and I want to get tattoos, and then when I get a couple of tattoos, I want to buzz it, maybe in the wintertime. Maybe. If I get a little more lean, I want to get the tank top tattoos, so I look like, I don't know, fucking cool. I like the way I like that look. The Buzz tank top tattoos. The dude on TikTok, coincidentally, that I was talking about having haters, has that exact look. So yeah, I don't want to copy. I mean, I want to do my own thing, but I have always wanted to do that kind of. I always wanted to buzz my hair. I did it. I've always wanted to get tattoos. I haven't done it yet. Tank top, that's not really a thing. I could, do it in a shirt too, but yeah. The final thing though that I was putting off is that the girl at the gym that I have a crush on is back. And for some reason, like even at this party, I was just going up, like I was able to go up to people and talk to them. Like it didn't matter. Like something inside of me actually finally snapped. It's been actually a process over the past like 6 months since my 5th semester started, and now it's my 6th. Like it's actually been changing by the week. And today it was just almost no problem whatsoever. Same with people at the gym. It's like it's crazy. I just and in class too. It was something with Tuesday's discussion, leading the discussion. I wasn't like anxious or anything to do it. Like it was wild. And so I think I might actually go talk to this girl if I see her again. And this is going to sound like really crazy, weird, stalkerish, but I've already sounded like that before. So obviously I look at her, she looks at me. But she recently changed her hair. She got like a haircut, and it's absolutely, I don't, everything about it is absolutely amazing. Like she got like cut short, and it looks really, really, really good. That's the best way to put it. But I'm just gonna be like, hey, I know this is totally random, but I absolutely love your hair. And blah blah, like yeah, sorry, I had to tell you it looks fantastic, something like that. Just like really lighthearted and like lay it on heavy, like genuine, like not like heavy like flirty or anything, but like just heavy like genuine. Like that's truly how I feel because it looks amazing, and I think it's like I don't know. People should tell people nice things without just people should tell people more nice things about themselves. Like it's nice to do that. It should be nice for everybody to do that. And I had to cut that out because I just used my name. But I'll be like, oh yeah, hey, my name is blank, and it's not BLANK like blank. It's not the word blank. That's not my name. But maybe that's what I'll call myself on here. Anyways, yeah, but it's just like I don't know. Like it actually can't go wrong is how I feel. Like I've been talking to these people, like I talked to the other guy at my gym today. It's great. And like yeah, I know I said I'm not like confident in myself physically, but I've been feeling pretty good. I felt really good today, leg day. Like just like strength and like burn, like the intensity of my workout. And then boxing, like my upper body pump was fantastic, and at this party it was great. Giving that chick a ride home, like I just talked to her like a normal person. Like I said, that's probably an easy thing for a lot of people, but for me that's new. All of this is new, and it's starting to feel less new. It's starting to just feel like something I do, which is what I want. And yeah,